So, man, we have problems. When we are rejected, we got to go out and kill somebody. Okay? When we get disrespected, we got to go out and kill somebody. People got to pay when it comes to us being disrespected. Yeah, I mean, so we make fun of gangsters, right? But we all got to act like gangsters some way, somehow. What it is that young boys, or I should say young men and men, we're fucked up. We got a lot of issues mentally. And you're going to see from this story here that we're going to talk about a young man, 17 years old. And I keep saying young man, I keep saying young boy. He's a boy, he's a child, he's 17 years old, that decided to kill two girls, okay, because he was rejected by the one and disrespected because she allegedly made fun of his hero, the late and not so great Charlie Kirk. So here we go.
70 miles per hour. That's how fast cops say a 17-year-old was driving when he mowed down two teen girls riding on an e-bike. Now, video has surfaced of the suspect shortly after the crash, laughing on a gaming site.
Of course.
It's the creepy laugh of an accused killer. We're learning new information about 17-year-old Vincent Battiloro, accused of intentionally slamming his Jeep into two best friends as they rode an e-bike. According to just-released court papers, police say he was driving 70 miles an hour when he
So it sounds like some new age story, but it's a story as old as, well, as old as time when it comes to men and when they're rejected. In this case, a boy, a child, and he was rejected, and look what he does.
Out into 17-year-olds Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas. We found this video of Battiloro on a gaming site talking about pranking Maria by sending a pizza to her house. She reportedly had spurned his advances and had filed for a restraining order against him.
Hi, can I place an order for delivery, please? Can I get 2 large pepperoni pizzas?
So it wasn't working out when it comes to the advances, bro. So you can't leave it alone. You got to go after it by, what, pizzas? That's very mature of you. She's going to really, it's not, at this point, it's not about, getting her to see it his way, that he's this great gentleman. It's basically a way of being a brat and giving her the middle finger in a way. And then when that doesn't work out, he takes it a step further.
It'll be cash at the door.
He then lets out that demonic laugh. He tells viewers it's all because allegedly Maria had made fun of Charlie Kirk.
Whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his death.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So here it is, he's hiding behind this bullshit about Charlie Kirk. That makes no sense. What was going on here is that, as you can see, she was spurning his advances. This is about no goddamn Charlie Kirk. And then he decides to do this, and it just escalates.
Stupid clown.
A fellow gamer asks if he'll drive to Maria's house to watch the pizza be delivered.
Oh, I did that the last time, but the mother saw me pull up in the car, and I got tracked, and the police, did what they did.
Battiloro made the video 9 days ago. On Monday, when the two girls were killed, police say Battiloro fled the scene before they found and detained him and issued him an astonishing 15 tickets. But he was not arrested because he claimed it was an accident. The next day, Battiloro went on...
And right there, if that was a person of color that did that shit, they would have been thrown in jail immediately.
...line to express his condolences.
In a neighboring town, unfortunately, 2 girls were killed in a hit-and-run crash. I wish my sincerest condolences.
On Wednesday, after police discovered his connections to Maria Niotis, he was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Last night, Maria's mother spoke out.
Okay. So, what's the point of that shit? When boys decide to do shit like that. And like I said, a story as old as time, because we've always been doing stuff like this. It's just becoming more and more often, unfortunately, because we are failing each other. Men, we're failing the generation that's going to come after us. We're failing the young men, the boys, because we're not mentoring. A lot of us are fucked up ourselves. So it wouldn't be the blind leading the blind, would it not? And when you see these stories, it's just horrific. And you have to think, what would drive, I keep saying a young man, what would drive a child, a boy to do something like this, right? And it's just having bad influences. And when you don't have anybody who's a good influence in your life, you're going to find it online, and you're going to find rotten people online to show you what it is to be a man. And what's common for men, for boys, is you find hypermasculinity. If a woman disrespects you because she rejects you, oh, it's time to make her pay, because she can't do that to you. And for people that have sanity in their brains, and people that have had a good childhood and had strong role models, so you can look at this and be confused, but I'm telling you, it's as simple as that. Not having a good upbringing, not having strong role models that are influential and still in your life, because that's another thing that happens to people, is maybe they did have some good family unit, and then, people pass, people move on. I guarantee when they start to look at his case that he didn't have a strong father figure at home, if that. He was probably a loner. He was online a lot, listening to chat, listening to the echo chambers. And a lot of the echo chambers that young men follow and boys follow is misogyny on top of misogyny, on top of more misogyny. And everything is their fault. Nothing's your fault. It's all about the women. It's not about you. And he was a creep from the very beginning. And it just escalated because he wasn't getting what he wanted. And this is what a lot of young men and boys do. You're not getting what you want out of life, so then you got to take measures in your own hand like you're a fucking action star. This is real life. You end up fucking your life up. So now he threw his life away. And I don't know if he's going to get the death penalty, but either way, his life is over. For what? Revenge based off of what you think is dignity? Because that's not what happened. I don't think it's disrespectful when someone just sits there and says they're not interested. And I guarantee you it wasn't anything overboard and insulting when she spurned his advances. What was really insulting is the whole pranking thing he was doing to her. And even if he didn't do the pizza prank, it was more about, it was going to escalate to where it was going to be, unfortunately, anyway, because here it is where he's talking to chat. Who the hell is chat, right? Some people will say, what's chat? It's just other boys, the echo chamber. I keep saying that. Basically, you find your village, a bunch of trolls, a bunch of hateful people, cynical people, just like you, and you don't get better, you get worse. Because they just drag you down, crabs in a barrel with them, okay? And then you're out here asking them for advice when you should be asking actual men. And I know we're hard to find out here. Good men and men that actually give a shit about society. I know it's tough. But when we as men, good men, don't come to the aid of our boys, this shit is going to keep happening and it's keep getting worse, because technology has made it so easy for the troll, so easy for the cynical, so easy for the evil, the grifters to come along, the red pill grifters, for example, to come along and just teach misogyny and to grift to the point where they just have to sit there and, spout this bullshit that is always the other gender's fault. It's always the girls, the women, it's their fault. Maybe you're a creep. Maybe you have no social skills. Work on those. No, it's about the women. She's never yours, bro. It's always, it's just your turn. And all this other crap that they spew out of the red pill. I would know because I'd watched it. I studied it so that I can talk shit about it. Okay, it's crap. And the fact is that you have these boys that follow the remnants of what's left after the fall of Tate. And the only reason he fell is because him and his dumbass brother got caught allegedly in the sex trafficking ring. It didn't fall because of the actual movement. No matter how hateful and wrong it was, it's because these idiots were out here doing crimes, allegedly, right? But the thing is, and my point is that type of thinking is not going to go away because it's easy to blame other people. It's easy to pay some courses to make somebody make you feel good about yourself because you're blaming others always. And then you put yourself, in these situations because you don't know how to be a good person. You don't even think like a good person. So of course your actions follow, which are evil. So this is why I started thesolemnsir.com. If you don't know what that is, head over to thesolemnsir.com. It's in the bio in this YouTube channel. And please subscribe, okay? Because I have to get the word out here to help us as men, as boys, as young men. God damn it, I'm tired of this shit, aren't you? Of the mass shootings that boys do and men. Of the terrorist acts that we do against women because they make us feel disrespected because she told me no. Right? It is disgusting. And the idea that, well, how do we stop it? Maybe we have to like go and do these other like things and that are out of the box. No. It's as simple as spending more time with these boys, spending more time with men, having good mental health resources for boys and men, taking the time to help people, to help boys and men. And we're not doing that. And I'm not going to place blame on you, on me, but I just have to say that we just have to get out here and just, when you see resources like what I'm trying to do, what you should do right now is just subscribe and just like and share. That's it. And if you have the time, you can go out, you can find resources on thesolemnsir.com that are other men's groups besides my own. Find one that you like and volunteer. Or find something local in your area that helps out men and boys and volunteer if you have time to. If not, there's other ways to do it. But thank you for watching, and I appreciate you.